Hey guys, this is Allie with Tip B, and we've looked at hardware and software. The last thing I want to compare with Android 2.1 and iOS 4 is a couple of basic apps. I know the one that everyone probably has questions about is the browser. Both of them use WebKit, so it's nothing too different. I actually honestly preferred the browser on the Android phone, only because they're pretty much the same and it's a bigger screen. You've got the multi-touch, same stuff. Both of these phones are running on Wi-Fi right now. I don't even have a SIM in my iPhone 4 because it's in this phone right now. So we'll launch this browser, and we will launch this browser, and right now they're both on the Apple homepage. I'm trying to think of a web page that would be a little bit difficult to load. Let's try mobile. Let's try crackberry.com. I'm hoping they don't load in mobile on here, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so now we have those entered. I'm going to borrow Cody's finger here. Say hi, Cody's finger. And he is going to press OK on this one because every time I did it I couldn't get him to go exactly the same. So on the count of 3 we're just going to press these down and see which one loads the quickest. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that was pretty close. And the iPhone 4 loaded it a little bit quicker. It's done. This one's still loading. Neither of them loaded. Actually, it might be because I'm pretty sure this one loaded the mobile version. Or I'm pretty sure this phone loaded the full version. So I would call that a draw, and I would honestly say if this one wouldn't have loaded the mobile version, this one might have beat it by a hair. Pinch to zoom, same as the iPhone or Safari. Double tap will zoom in on text. So it'll format. I think the iPhone 4 formats a little bit better when you zoom. Sometimes it seems like it doesn't line paragraphs up exactly right on this phone. Like you can see, it cuts that column very, very close to the edge. That's the only thing I really didn't like. Mail clients. Let's go back to the home screen here. I much prefer mail clients on this phone. Now that there's threaded messaging, at least, I prefer it on here. I wasn't too crazy about the email client on here. As you can see, like if you look on the side, you have, where's a different color here? Yeah, you'll have, like, it separates it by color, which is kind of nice, because one of them would be my Tip B email and the other one's my Mobile Me. I just really didn't like it. I had some issues setting it up. Like I said in the last video, my outgoing mail on my Mobile Me wasn't working, and it took some time. I had to change some ports to get that configured, and I shouldn't have to do that because it's an IMAP account. It should do it by itself. Other than that, basic apps. Let's go into a texting app on both. Very similar. This looks a little bit more animated, where this looks a little bit more glassy, but other than that, they're about the same. You enter here, type your text. One thing I did really like about this is, like right here, I had a conversation with Leanna, but I don't want to go to that because it's going to show her phone number, and I don't think she would appreciate that. But if I go into my phone book, and let's go to, I don't know, maybe call logs. I have some calls here. Say I wanted to message Cody. I can slide to the left, and it'll ask me if I want to send one in Text Plus or the messaging app. Or I can slide to the right, and it'll call Cody. And I'm going to have to blur that out because it definitely just showed Cody's phone number, and I don't think he'd like that very much either. But either way, Android Marketplace, App Store, very similar. Featured tab right here, star ratings, prices. You can click into them to see the descriptions and some screenshots, just like you can. Very, very similar. I didn't have any problems finding Android apps that I wanted that were comparable to my iPhone apps. The only thing I would say is Twitter, and it's not really a very fair comparison coming from me because I'm pretty sure I have far too many Twitter clients on my phone, and I don't even think that's all the ones I own. I switch frequently. A lot of people don't, but I mean, I found a very good Twitter client on here. that I liked a lot, and that was good enough for me. As far as other stock apps, I prefer the phone app on here over the iPhone. It just seems a lot more intuitive with the left and the right swipe. If I go into my contacts here, if I click on a contact, I don't know, let's click on Apple just because it's the main line. If I click on the picture, it gives me other ways I can communicate with this contact. Right now it's probably just going to show phone and email. I don't even know why it would show, well, it's probably text message, I think is what that is. Yeah, it's going to let me text message that number even though it won't work. But it'll give you, like if I have linked contacts, it'll give me different ways that I can communicate with that contact. I can also go to history, and if I had called this number on this phone, it would have showed under here. Activities, I can link it. Media, I can link media to it. It just seems like the phone app is a lot more integrated into the phone and the OS than it is on here. Apple started doing that with linked contacts on here, but I still don't think it's as intuitive. Let's find the Apple number on here. Apple or AT&T, whatever works. That's my local AT&T store. You can share contacts, FaceTime. You can, I think, link contacts on here now. I just don't think it's as intuitive as the Android one is, and that's one place I wish Apple would step up, as well as maybe I would be happy if they would just put something on the lock screen instead of all this wasted space that just shows the time, and integrate a better notification system. I'll hope for that for iOS 5. Other than that, that's pretty much a lot of the basic applications, besides all the bloatware that was on this phone and little things. I wasn't a huge fan. Maps is about the same on both phones. It's both Google Maps. I wasn't a huge fan of the calendar application. It's probably because I'm an iCal user and I sync with Macs, so iCal is just a lot easier for me to use. I have, tons of calendar events in here, and it syncs between all my computers, so that's just easier for me, but that comes down to preference. If you use GCal, this will be just fine for you, or if you're okay with converting to GCal. Again, notification system, I do like that. And if you have updates from, just like you do in the App Store, one thing I do like is the notifications push, like for updates, where in Apple, if I go to that, unless I refresh my App Store and go into that, now it shows I have updates and it'll show a badge. Sometimes it does it on its own after I reboot my phone. Not sure if that's a glitch. But here it pushes updates. So if I click update available, it'll show me what applications have updates. So Greader and Google Maps have updates for me. So I'll have to get around to installing those updates. Other than that, if you guys want to see anything else or have any other questions, leave it for us in the comments or in the forums, and check out our other videos. I should have one up for hardware and software as well. Thanks, guys.